Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our Fosek TV. Here is the amazing news. Yes, appreciating cultural heritage and using it to imagine a better future. That's one of the goals of self-taught photographer and visual artist Ade Okerline. Professionally, he goes by the name of Àsìkò, the word for time or the moment in Yoruba, one of the language in his home country of Nigeria. Drawing on aspects of traditional Yoruba culture has been an important aspect of his creative journey. Through two recent series titled Guardians and of Myth and Legendary, he explores the iconography of Yoruba deities or Odisahasa. In Yoruba history, the Odisahas were sacred beings with divine powers, and the belief in them continues beyond West Africa, having been transmitted by slaves and their descendants in the Caribbean and South America, among other places. But growing up in Nigeria in 1980s and 1990s, rural mainstream education around indigenous beliefs was not common. Okerline says his journey as an artist has been about deconstructing previous knowledge. The work is about exploration and understanding the things I was not taught in school, and creating a space for me to understand heritage and creating something with legacy. His portraits and images of Odisahas combine traditional photography with artificial intelligence, digital editing techniques and collaging, and our Okerline's way of drawing connections between various global mythologies, through which he says we are all linked in our deep-rooted stories. While researching the projects, he noticed similarities between elements of Yoruba and Western mythology, such as Yoruba deity Sango and Norse god Thor, both of whom are deities of thunder and lightning, and the Orisha Olokin, who represent the sea, like her Greek counterpart Poseidon. The premise of his work, he says, is looking back to look forward, to know where Africans are from as a society and help crave a future shaped not by Westernization but a grounding of cultural ideology and aesthetics. Okerline moved to the UK in 1995 and says his research into his own culture changed his frame of reference from that of a Western gaze to one that celebrates a beautiful different point of view and helped him understand his heritage. In the world of increasing globalization, it is important to maintain a sense of identity that informs better social structures. Okerline said, Westernization is not the answer to advancement, but we need a blend of who we are and what the world offers, or we will lose what makes to us. Creating and sharing these images using modern technology and techniques is one way to show that our stories matter here. Despite having had an affinity for art and photography for as long as he can remember, growing up in Nigeria surrounded by African art, his father collected. Okerline studied chemistry and worked in the pharmaceutical industries as a data architect due to input, he says, to Nigerian parents who did not want to be a starving artist, but a shift in mindset over time prompted him to focus full-time on photography by 2015. Raising awareness about socio-political issues that affect his community and society is another of his roles as an artist, says Okerline. He says his journey, culture and experiences as a Yoruba man living in the UK are the lifeblood of his work, which has covered topics including female genital mutilation, masculinity, mysticism, identity, and race. His mythological imagery, as well as other projects such as the 2023 series Adorned, utilize the concept of layering, with subjects literally adorned in layers of African beads and jewelry. Okerline also uses digital rendering layering the photographs with aspects of his cultural heritage such as fabric and textures. This blending of different processes, conventional photography with AI, has opened strong imaginative possibilities for him. Some of these now possibilities include painting and sculptural work. He says in 2022 he created a globe artwork for the World Reimagined project, a British art history education project around the transatlantic slave trade in which over 100 globes were placed across the UK. His work has exhibited in the UK, Nigeria and the US, and he recently launched his first set of NFTs with the Bridge Gallery, a fine art NFT photography gallery with work that reaches into the past and which is ever evolving. O'Clarin says he continues to open himself up to the journey to allow the experimentation and growth. As I have grown older, I have found the culture I come from has a beauty and a resonance to it. He said, living in the diaspora now more than ever, my cultural heritage is a big part of my identity and who I am. It is a strength. Bien Àsìkò, Fosak TV.